What is going on, guys? Today we are diving deep into the week of September 15th through September 21st, 2004, talking about what the energies have in store for us. And this week, honeys, is a week that promises major transformation. I'm talking about huge shifts, life-altering moments that shake things up in ways that you could have never seen coming. This week is filled with dramatic endings, bold new beginnings, and sudden revelations that could completely change the course of our lives. And that's because we have the lunar eclipse that's happening this week. I won't get too deep into the lunar eclipse because I have a video that discusses that. I'll leave a link for it in the card and in the description. But this energy this week is all about clearing the path for something new and exciting. So get ready for breakthroughs, bold leaps into the unknown that's leading you to a more, let's say, empowered version of yourselves. And all I can say is hold on to your seats and embrace those powerful transformation, guys. But let's talk generally about how the energy is going to be affecting us, and then we'll move on to how the energy is going to affect each sign specifically. So we're starting with the sun. The sun is in Virgo. This is a time to get organized. Okay, the sun is going to be in Virgo until September the 22nd. All right. What this means is, Virgo energy is all about the little things that we tend to overlook. But if we get to it, that if we pay attention to those details, it can make a huge difference in our lives. So this week is all about tying up loose ends, finishing that project you've been putting off, or cleaning out that messy closet that's been driving you nuts. Think of it like doing a life declutter. That's what this energy is great for. So whether it's work, health, or home, Virgo's energy is urging you to take care of the details that will make everything run smoother in the long run. So let's say you've got a long list of things to do. You've been ignoring them for weeks. Well, this is the week to tackle that list, cross things off, and, get that I feel so accomplished energy going. And maybe you've been, meaning to start a new fitness routine or clean up your eating habits. This is a week that's perfect for taking the step forward and getting things, together with your wellness. So you might find that you actually enjoy the process of organizing things. So, whether it's color coding your bookshelf, kidding, but maybe not. Finally, setting up that budget plan. This Virgo energy is here to help you feel productive in those ways, right? Small wins lead to big results. So don't underestimate the power of getting the little stuff done. Moving on, we have Mercury in Virgo. I'm calling this precision power, right? Because Mercury in Virgo, that energy is the king of clear thinking and communication. This is where things get a little interesting. This week, your mind is going to be super sharp. You'll be noticing every little detail, with the sun and Mercury in Virgo. This is amazing for tasks that requires focus, okay? So it's like your brain is a magnifying glass at this time. So if you got paperwork to handle or a project that requires precision, this is your week to get on it. So think of it as the ultimate time for dotting your I's and crossing your T's. This energy is very good for that. Just be careful not to get too caught up in the nitty gritty because you don't want to spend 3 hours perfecting your grocery list. You know what I'm saying? Right. So this is also a good time to help others with things that, your knowledge that you have. So maybe a friend needs help with organizing their own life, and you'll be that go-to person for that. Got a big decision to make. Now's the time to plan it carefully and make sure every base is covered before moving forward. This energy loves planning. So whether it's a new business idea or just reorganizing your calendar, this is great energy for that. Moving on, guys, Venus is in Libra. Love is in the air, right? Venus rules Libra. And so, you know what that means. It's all about love, beauty, finding harmony in your relationships. So this week, expect relationships to feel smoother, more balanced, and, just full of charm. So, whether it's a romantic relationship or friendships, this energy doesn't discriminate against the one-to-one relationships that we have. So everybody's going to be a little more willing to compromise with this energy, compromise and make things work, and things will work. So if you've been, in a bit of a tiff with someone, Venus in Libra helps you to patch things up. So it's like the universe is handing out, let's get along vibes to everybody, making things easier. Also with the Venus in Libra energy, it makes you want to beautify everything. So are you in a mood to redecorate? This energy supports that. You'll be wanting, more beautified space. So whether it's hanging up new art or just rearranging your living room for a better flow, this energy is perfect for that. If you're working on a project, this is going to be the perfect time to bring in a partner to help you collaborate, because you guys are going to have that collaborative mojo, the collaborative juices flowing. It's wonderful for that. But here's the catch. Don't avoid difficult conversations if you have to have them. Have the conversations. This energy will just make it easier for you to make things, for you to get through those conversations and make peace and find balance. So, be honest, be diplomatic. This energy is great for that. Overall, relationships are going to feel lighter and more fun. Moving on, guys, we have Mars in Cancer. Heart over hustle, right? We're going to be in the feels with Mars in Cancer. So Mars moved into Cancer September 4th. And this is where emotions rule over the unusual, let's say, hustle and grind vibes that we may be happening. So instead of charging with our head, we might find that our actions are guided by how we feel in the moment. So if we're working on a project, but your heart is not in it, you're more likely to put it aside in favor of something that feels more meaningful to you. At this time as well, family and home and your home life takes priority. Maybe you'll find yourself, redecorating your space, planning more dinners and games and just spending quality time with the people that you love. Also, you'll be fiercely protective of those you care about with Cancer or Mars in Cancer. Be mindful, though, that mood swings could be rampant. So if you're feeling out of sorts, it could throw your plans off. So just be mindful of those shifts in your moods. Don't be afraid, though, to take a break when you need one, recharge and come back. Mars in Cancer loves emotional connection. So don't be surprised if you're more interested in heart-centered activities. This energy is here for that, right? Rather than those power moves. If you're somebody that was into that, this energy has you feeling, like I said, in your feels. If there's something you're passionate about, this energy gives you the boost to stand up for what you believe in, especially when it comes to protecting your emotional world. Just remember, though, sometimes the most powerful actions is the one that brings you peace and comfort. So just heads up for that. And now is the perfect time to talk about the emotional roller coaster of the week, the moon transits. So we know the astrological sign that the moon is changing into changes the way we relate to the world and can affect our moods dramatically. That's no secret. And it's important to be aware of the signs that the moon transits through as it influences us. So the moon is going to be going through 4 signs this week, and that's going to be stirring up some different vibes. So let's talk about that. Here we go. The moon is going to be in Aquarius from September 15th through the 16th. And when the moon is in Aquarius, we're all about innovation and breaking away from the usual routine. This is your thinking outside the box moment. For example, if you've been stuck in a creative rut, now's the time to shake things up with new ideas. You'll feel drawn to group activities and working on something that's bigger than yourself when the moon is in Aquarius. So collaborate, brainstorm, and focus on the future, because that's all good for this energy. Personal freedom is good with this energy, so don't be surprised if you find yourself resisting anything that feels resistive or restrictive rather. You may be bogged, let's just, for example, if you're bogged down by routine that just doesn't excite you, it's the perfect time to introduce something fresh, try a new hobby, or work on a cause that's close to your heart. This energy loves radical changes and new beginnings, so it's perfect, perfect time for the lunar eclipse that's coming up. So use it to shake up your life a little if that's what you want to do. Social gatherings and group projects are favored during this time. Think about joining a community effort or organizing something with friends, but remember to balance your head with your heart. Aquarius is logical, but don't forget your emotional needs too with this energy. Now, on Tuesday, we're going to be having the lunar eclipse, and that's when the moon is going to be moving into, Pisces. And so, just really briefly, lunar eclipses and full moons bring situations to a climax. It reveals what's been hidden or unresolved. And, these starry or cosmic events, they intensify our emotions. They absolutely lead to dramatic shifts in areas of life that's impacted by the eclipse according to where it hits in our chart. So just a heads up, we might feel like, we might want to act. This is not the time to act because the eclipses temporarily obscure our vision. I always say this. And so when the eclipses hit, it does make our judgment a little less clear. Do know relationships, though, in particular, because lunar eclipse affects relationships, they're going to be tested. They are going to prompt realizations. This is going to be a period that leads to significant changes, significant breakthroughs, significant endings, significant new beginnings, major shifts. And so this is going to be ongoing. This particular lunar eclipse is very important because it's the start of a new series. So it's the start of a new chapter in our lives on the axis of Virgo and Pisces in our chart. But like I said, I talked deeply about the Pisces lunar eclipse and how it affects every sign specifically in a separate video. So check out that video if you want to see how it's going to affect you. But normally speaking, when the moon is in Pisces, it brings dreamy, imaginative energy, and it's time to slow down and connect with your intuition. That's going to be the theme throughout this series that is going to continue through 2027. If you've been feeling overwhelmed, take these days to rest, to meditate, and to get lost in a creative project like painting or writing or journaling or something. You'll feel more compassionate and in touch with your emotions to those around you. So be gentle with yourself and be gentle with others too. Boundaries might blur a little, so it's important to stay grounded and not get swept away by your feelings. This is going to be a perfect time to let your imagination run wild. I already said that, but it's Pisces, so it's worth saying again. Dive into your favorite book, listen to music, or spend time by the water. This time is favorable for that type of activity. If you've been craving a spiritual recharge, this is your moment. Right? Light candles, meditate, tap into your highest self. This energy is all for it. Avoid overthinking the details. This energy is about flow and trust in the process. Use this time for deep reflection and let yourself dream big during this eclipse. It's magical energy for healing and emotional growth. Okay. Now, The moon will shift into Aries on the 19th and stay there to the 20th. And so this is buckle up energy. When the moon is in Aries, it's go time. You feel a burst of energy and motivation to get things done. So if you have a project you've been sitting on, now is the time to start it. Aries moon loves bold, decisive action. So take advantage of it if you need to start something. This fiery energy is perfect for jumping into new challenges, but just watch out for impulsiveness, especially around the lunar eclipse. Stop, wait, think before you make a hasty decisions. You don't want to do that. Physical activity is a great way to channel that energy. So hit the gym or take a brisk walk to burn off any restlessness if you need to. Be aware that people might be more competitive at this time, including you. So don't be surprised if you feel the urge to prove yourself. Know where the energy is coming from. So, for example, if you've been waiting for the right time to ask for a promotion or to start a new fitness routine, this Aries energy is giving you the courage and that to go for it. Okay. Take advantage of the confidence boost, but remember to think before you leap. This is going to be the perfect time to kick off short-term projects that need results. But again, think before you leap. And we end with moon in Taurus, and that's going to start or is going to shift in to gear on September 21st. And time to slow down, right? Time to relax and indulge in the simple pleasures of life when the moon goes into Taurus. So treat yourself to something cozy like a spa day at home, baking some comfort food, or taking a nature walk. The energy is amazing for that. You'll feel more grounded and steady with this moon and Taurus energy. So it's a great time to focus on practical tasks and long-term goals. This is going to be a moment to enjoy the finer things in life as well. Good food, a comfy blanket, or just chilling out with your favorite movie. Right? You'll be less inclined to rush and more interested in taking your time to savor the present moment, especially if you were on go with that Aries, with the moon in Aries. This is going to be a perfect time to settle in, settle down. If you've been wanting to start a savings plan or invest in something meaningful, now is a good time to make thoughtful financial decisions with this energy. Guys, Taurus moon is all about stability. So focus on creating comfort and security for yourself. And two, life might feel more peaceful with this energy. So take advantage of it. Focus on building something solid and reliable if you can. And so that's the general reading I have for you guys. But stay tuned and let's get into how this energy is going to be affecting each of the signs. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Let's go, guys. Capricorn, what's up? The week of September 15th through September 21st, 2024 has a lot in store for you. Let me tell you, it's an emotionally charged week full of deep connections, creative sparks, and some serious, powerful moments of clarity. So let's go ahead and unpack this energy. The moon for you, not the moon, but the week is kicking off for you on the 16th with the moon in Pisces, actually. And the moon is being queued up for the lunar eclipse that's happening on the 17th. I'll talk more about that in just a second. But when the moon goes into Pisces on the 15th, it's highlighting your third house of communication and connection. It's going to be a time where you have those deep heart-to-heart conversations, possibly with a sibling, a neighbor, close friends, workmates. You'll find that sharing your thoughts and feelings is going to take on a whole new emotional significance. You'll start to see that. You're going to be feeling extra chatty. This energy pushes you to open up, whether that's catching up with someone you haven't seen in a while or just a meaningful talk with somebody you trust. This is going to be one of those, moments where you can nurture those important relationships or those relationships related to the third house with some good convo. You might find yourself diving into some big ideas too. And ultimately, that is what the third house deals with. While the moon is being queued up in your third house in Pisces, getting ready for that that lunar eclipse. Yeah, you might feel that mystical dreamlike energy coming on in your emotional world. You might have sudden dreams or feel more compassionate and understanding toward yourself and toward others. That's going to be a theme to look out for that. I mean, don't really talk about that much, but that will probably be a theme for you during the unfoldment of the eclipse series that's happening in your ninth house and third house axis. But let's talk about it though. This lunar eclipse that's coming up on the 17th is going to illuminate your third house. You're going to be focusing on communication, your local environment, and relationships with siblings, neighbors, workmates, and things like that will be, coming to the forefront. Hidden issues might surface, leading to surprises in your day-to-day interactions with folks. What's more is that you may find yourself pulled into a situation that requires immediate attention, whether involving a sibling or a local activity, workmate, playmates, cousins, people of those groups. There could be unexpected news, travel plans, or a chance to take on a new project, even related to writing or communication. Writing and communication is going to be front and center. Are you starting a podcast? Are you starting YouTube? Are you starting a TikTok? Are you starting any social media project? Like your voice, could be a time where you actually find your voice. As your routine shifts, with regards to this third and ninth house axis, expect disruptions in your daily life and be prepared to adapt to changes in your surrounding. The eclipse highlights the need for better organization in your daily task. I'm going to be encouraging you to balance practicality with emotion. New perspectives may emerge, offering you fresh insights into how you approach your responsibilities. Long-term changes are coming, right? With regards to how you communicate and learn. That's unfolding as these eclipses happen and begin to transform your life through 2027. These shifts may feel disruptive, but they're preparing you for new opportunities and self-expression and learning. So embrace the changes as a part of your evolving journey. Because this is sextiling you, I just think this is going to be great for you, a great step into a new phase of life for you, Capricorn. I talk more about this in the video that I've attached that discusses how the lunar eclipse is going to be affecting your sign. So if you want to know more about that, go ahead and check the video out, because this is not the video to go in depth into the energies of the eclipse. Also, just moving on, like I said, when the moon is in Pisces, it does sextile your sign. It does sextile Capricorn. That creates, good vibes and emotional harmony. It's perfect time usually to connect with loved ones, whether it's your partner, your best friend, or even close colleagues, when the sun is, not the sun, but when the moon is sextiling your sign, it gives you that boost of support and understanding. So make the most of it. Guys, you also, your speaking is on point. You communicate effortlessly. If you've been feeling hesitant, Now's your chance to speak out with confidence. I said, this is the time where you're going to find your voice, right? Heart to heart conversations. You find your words flow smoothly and people are receptive to your ideas. This is your moment to get your point across, right? So make meaningful connections, Cap. Moving on the 18th, the moon is going to be in fiery Aries. At this time, the moon does square you. So it's a bit of a challenging energy, but nevertheless, you do feel connected to your roots. When this energy is ignited, you'll feel a strong pull toward home related matters, whether it's spending more time with family, tackling some home improvement projects, or even indulging in a little nostalgia. This energy is here for that. Maybe you'll be reorganizing your home space and making it more comfortable to get cozy, to feel cozy, right? While doing activities with your loved ones. Maybe you didn't have the energy to get your these projects going, but now with the moon in Aries, you have the energy to reorganize your home space. Too. So this is also a time where you can ground yourself in your home space, right? And reconnect with your sense of belonging. Family and home is taking center stage at this time. So, it feels good to be surrounded by the warmth and love of your folks. Again, like I said, because it's squaring you, you might hit an emotional roadblock. Moon in Aries, could leave you feeling a little bit off balance. There might be some frustrations bubbling up, perhaps related to, family or something personal you've been working on. You could feel like the support you need just isn't there, not because they don't want to be there, but just because they can't. But hey, it's temporary. Don't let it get you off track. It's just a little test for you to, come into a level of strength to help you get through that moment. The squares always ask us to find our strength. So how are you going to find your strength to get through this moment, right? How are you going to become better as a result of this moment than you were before you stepped into the moment, right? That's what squares always ask us. And use your inner resilience. If it's anybody that is resilient and that has strength, is you, Capricorn. You can get through it. You can get past it, right? Right? And you will be stronger on the other side. Moving on, guys, we have a moment of mental sharpness and clarity coming your way. Mercury is trining your sign on the 19th, and you're in for a bit of a mental boost, right? I told you you'll get over it. Mercury in Virgo is forming a trine to you, Cap, and this sharpens your mind. It helps you think with crystal clarity. This is an ideal time to tackle tasks that require focus, like planning, decision making, or even working on long-term projects. This energy is great for that. Your ideas will be razor sharp, clear, and on point. So if you need to make big moves, you got it. This moment is yours. Your mind is going to be in sync with the universe. It's like your mind is the universe's mind, and you're ready to make those decisions with confidence. So get it done. Whether you're organizing your work life or sorting through personal matters or organizing the business, the workflow, whatever, the stores are giving you the green light to move forward. If you're getting any value from this video so far, guys, if you're getting some good nuggets, I want you to like and subscribe, share with your folks, talk to me in the comments, right? Just want to remind you before the video is over. But I do have a few more nuggets for you. Moving on the 20th, guys, the moon is going into Taurus, and this is lighting up your 5th house of creativity and fun. Get ready to feel that creative spark, Capricorn. This is the perfect time to dive into your hobbies, right? Passion, artistic pursuits and projects, right? Are you painting? Are you writing? I'm thinking you're writing. You're doing something with speaking because the energies from the eclipses is lighting it up, right? But if not, if you're dancing, if you're spending quiet time with the kids or fun time with the kids, whatever, you feel energized, you're ready to express yourself in exciting new ways with this energy. Take risk, Capricorn. Share your talents. Try something you've never done before. or simply just enjoy the time creating. The universe is definitely backing you up on this with this energy of the moon in the fifth. See where the energy takes you. Who knows? You just might surprise yourself with what you can achieve. I bet you will. On the 20th as well, the moon will shift into it's already going to be in Taurus. I already said that. But when it is in Taurus too, you do feel a sense of calm and emotional stability. So you'll be grounded and connected to things that bring you peace and comfort. So whether that's spending time in nature, indulging in, your favorite activity, or slowing down to enjoy a moment, this energy is encouraging you to relax and restore after you've had fun, right? It's also going to be a good time to focus on what makes you feel secure and safe emotionally, physically, and financially. So find yourself surrounded with things and people that make you feel a sense of ease. Let the energy settle, and any stress or anxiety that you may have had or encountered, or that may have been ignited, will cease to be no more, right? Enjoy the simple pleasures of life. And again, Capricorn, this is an action-packed week, right? Mental clarity, meaningful connections, nostalgia, getting heard, hearing people, right? You're on point this week. Your strength is on high. And so if you got any value from this video, I want you to put in the comments for me, embracing my strength, Capricorn, right? Because that's exactly what you're doing, embracing your strength. And until next time, guys, keep your hearts open and your spirits connected. Ciao for now.